Sounds good.
Okay. Hi, thanks for joining us today on this episode of How to Use YouTube for Lawyers and Attorneys. My name is Anthony Prichard, and today I'm on this webcam screen share with my speaker's agent and Sean McBride. Sean, tell the audience what you do for a living.
I'm a business lawyer, so our mission as a law firm is to work with business owners. We are working with them on the challenges they're facing. They're growing their businesses, they're facing mergers, capital raising transactions. A lot of times we're working with business partnerships. We've got multiple people that are co-owners of the business. We're setting up systems to make them work together, protect the value of the business, and have that business, set up for a growth cycle.
That's great. I know as a millennial, somebody who likes to set up lateral styles of leadership, that I want to incentivize the people I hire with a stake in my business. So
yes.
I'm very interested in talking to you about that, because there's only one thing that's more motivating than money, and it's a piece of the pie. And, I'm happy to share that, because my creative brain can create multiple businesses as long as I can invite people to share with me some of that administrative labor, and we can all share in the piece of the pie at the end of the year.
Right. And we see that a lot with our clients, and you get partnerships where you're bringing multiple people together, and that has one set of synergies. But then you also have people who want to incentivize their employees. A lot of companies have figured out that if you have employees there and you can figure out a way to have them profit from the gains, their decision-making starts changing. They act differently when they're a co-owner or part invested in the business than when they're just collecting a paycheck.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Very interesting to me. Well, Kim, I wanted to introduce you as well. You got Sean and I together. So tell us what created this idea.
The goal of this webinar is to, one, showcase your skills and talents, but also show how you and your company can support speakers as they are building and cultivating their careers.
Absolutely. Well, awesome. And that's what this is all about, is having Sean explore YouTube as a new way to funnel in traffic to what he does, whether it's
Correct.
One-on-one or is in a group setting. It sounds like Sean's really amazing at this, so he's got a lot of people he can help.
He does.
So, Sean, what I'll do now is just invite you to share your screen,
of course,
with us, and then you can tell me a little bit about what you've experimented with inside your YouTube channel. You can go ahead and share it anytime.
Okay, perfect. Doing it now.
What you've liked about it, maybe what you haven't liked about it.
Sure. And okay. So now you can see my screen here. I've experimented with a little bit. Some of this has been connected to our website. So we've got some of these items built and embedded them in our website. So we did YouTube videos and then moved them over there. And some have been just kind of videos that we've put out there to see what's happened, to see if it drew traffic. Different clips of me speaking at a couple clips of me speaking, and then, like I say, we built some stuff that was embedded in our webpage so that people can see who we are and what we do as they're getting to know us through that channel.
Well, that's awesome, Sean, because video communicates 80% better than the written word or audio messages, simply because of body language. It's more about what your body is saying. Does that line up with what the words that are saying that are coming out of your mouth? Is this somebody that when I watch your video, I'm subconsciously thinking, is this somebody that I can trust with my business baby?
Right. That makes sense.
So I've noticed the few videos that you do have here on the bottom. I noticed the one in the middle isn't as well lit as the ones over on the left. Did you make some adjustments?
We did. We've learned over time, and you can see some of these videos here. We're about getting ready to re-record a bunch of stuff. But yeah, we learned that our lighting was not as good as it should have been, and so we made some changes there.
Well, those are the first two things I always bring up when I talk about making videos is good audio and good lighting. And as long as you've got those two bases covered, you can usually communicate very effectively with video. So we're just going to spend the next maybe 10 minutes together going into this new, I guess it's a business development tool for you to help you achieve the goals that you've set out for yourself and your business with the YouTube. So if you had to wrap your arms around this, Sean, and come up with the top 3 goals that you have for this YouTube channel, what would they be, and what questions do you have that I could help you with?
I think number one goal, if I'm trying to think about it, is, we just want people to know who we are. I mean, we're out in the community, we're doing things, and I think people mention our name, people end up coming over to our website, and it's how do we communicate who we are? And so I want to build a tool that allows people to say, okay, well, I feel like I've already met him or got to know him. Secondary, it would be nice if, we built something such that people would wander upon it and find it. I mean, because, we're out there spreading the word as it is. We're out, speaking to audiences, meeting with different people. People are referring us. But if there was some way where people would, actually find these videos and somebody that's new to us would start to learn who our firm is and what we could do, that would be beneficial. And coming up with number 3, I think just generally that soft, building depth to our relationships. So we have the web page, we have some written material, and this is just another way that somebody who's getting to know us can see us.
Well, I love that. That is a good strategy for YouTube, and I think you're in the right spot because YouTube is the number 2 most popular website next to Google when it comes to search. And we know that 90% of all working class Americans use Google search to solve their daily problems. So it's almost like we're conditioned to go to Google to get our little problem solved. And I see that one of these videos down here is labeled 50-50 ownership.
Yep.
So I want to use that video as an example to how you can create more of these videos that attract or magnetize more people to your brand, to your business, that, as in your words, say, stumble across this video.
Yep.
So if you could open up a new tab at the top of your screen, and Google should pop up over the, yeah, that's it. And tell me again what part of the country you live in.
Sorry.
Kim's laughing because I'm rarely in the same location for very long. I live in Dallas. We also have an office in New York, but I find myself in other parts of the country from time to time. And our clients reflect that geographic base. They're spread throughout the United States. So.
Okay. Well, so now here I am, Sean, putting myself in the shoes of a business owner who lives in Dallas. Subconsciously, what goes through my brain that I don't even think about before I use this search engine is that I'd probably like to do business with somebody that lives close to me.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be more convenient for both parties.
Right. Well, and that's true. But what we find with our business clients is we see them usually one time. They come in and meet us initially, and then everything's phone and email. So a lot of our clients, particularly the ones that have been in it for a long time, I have clients I've never met face-to-face, and that's not uncommon. People refer us, and we'll start working with them, and we've never met them face-to-face. So it depends on the situation. Yeah, I mean, certainly there is a lot of it geographic based. There's a large segment of the client base that wants to connect with somebody locally, but we also find a lot of our clients, especially a referral situation, somebody else has already had a good experience with us. They're ready to go, even though they've never met us. They may be in China, they may be in Europe, they may be in some random state that we don't have a physical office in.
Well, it's just human nature, I think, to try to build a common ground with someone that you work with.
Yep.
And one thing that you've got in common with people that live close to you is that you're already living in the same geographical area. So whether you know it or not, people are actually looking for you more in more volume based on where they live.
Sure.
And because of your business address being in that area, you've got a unique identifier that allows you to show up higher on the results page. If, for example, somebody typed in 50/50 ownership, Dallas, Texas. So that's what I'd like you to type in there so we can do a little research, find out who your competitors are and what other content out there exists for 50/50 ownership, Dallas, Texas. Okay, so here it comes. And what I'll be looking for is the different types of results. Can you click the refresh button on the upper left, that little circle with an arrow? Thank you. Okay, so this is great finding, Sean.
Yep.
Because I don't see any paid advertisements. You know what a paid advertisement looks like?
Yep.
It's a pay-per-click advertisement through AdWords. And if that was up here, then I would know that this keyword that we just used, 50/50 ownership, Dallas, Texas, would be kind of competitive. But since I don't see anything, then I know it's wide open, and you can claim it. So what I'm going to do is suggest that you change the name of that video to not 50/50 ownership Sean McBride, but 50/50 ownership Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And maybe you could even keep Sean McBride in there, but we need Dallas, Texas to be a unique identifier. So open that up, and then let's click the edit button, and let's change the title of that video.
Okay.
The little pencil on the left-hand side of the screen there is what you want to click on. Down at the bottom lower left, there's a little pencil that points towards the corner. You're going to want to click on that. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So down underneath the video viewer, right, Dallas, Texas. Okay, good. Now let's look in the description here. You've got a snippet, good, and then
our law firm changed name. So we just reflected the name change.
Great. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down on the right-hand side of that description box. That's right.
Okay, here.
Yes. And then underneath here, you've got some links. That's good, Sean. Let's put in the name of the firm, and then the address, and then the phone number, and then the website. Down there near the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So right on top of that, let's put the name of the firm, the address of your office, and the phone number. Nice. Okay, and then in the meta tags just below, let's put in 50/50 ownership.
Okay.
Comma, there, Dallas, comma.
Yes.
Texas, TX.
Okay.
Okay, so then let's go up to advanced settings. It's right below the video viewer again, above the title, down in the middle, right in the middle of the page.
Okay.
Okay, now this is kind of like the SAT test. I say the more boxes you fill out, the more points you get. And right away we know that the video location could be improved. Let's go ahead and put your address in there again.
The whole address?
Yes.
See, you should have chosen like a shorter, no central expressway.
Yeah, no, it could have moved the office to a different building.
Click the search button. Oh, I think you missed
it. Wiped out somehow.
Yeah, you gotta click the search button.
Is it important for him to type out expressway, or is EXPY sufficient?
That's fine.
Okay.
because it's going to find you.
There it is.
Now,
That's where our office is.
okay, click off the map. There you go. And the recording date, I don't know if you know when that was, but
I don't.
and just it was a year ago, so probably March 2015 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. And then over here where it says caption certification.
Okay.
On the left.
I'm looking.
Inside the box. No, it says select one, and then it says caption certification.
Okay, yeah, I see it over here. Yep.
Yeah, this has never aired on the television before.
Okay.
And then I think the other ones are pretty well auto-filled, except for category. Now for category, at the very top, you're probably not going to want to pick people and blogs, but instead, how to, or is this...
yeah, I guess it's a how to explain some of the issues with 50.
Can you scroll up? Is there anything above film and animation?
Nope,
No.
I think that's it.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you've got this, go ahead. Let's click the save button at the bottom.
Okay.
And then, so let's go back to that other tab on Google and type in, let's do another search for that. Now, just go ahead and click the blue search button again.
Okay.
Now, the thing I like to talk about here is that when you publish a YouTube video,
yep,
YouTube gives you a baseline ranking of a 6 out of a 10 on a quality score scale.
Okay.
And then it gives you this high level of relevance compared to other YouTube videos that might have a similar title.
Right.
Similar description. And then it's going to see how well your video performs.
Okay.
So basically, if you go to the Sean McBride tab on the left over there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you click that video, okay?
This is got to be refreshed here. So refresh it because the old title.
I was going to say, yeah. Okay.
There it is.
Click on that.
Okay.
And then pause it right away. See these videos on the right-hand side?
Yes.
That's where yours would show up if somebody was actually watching one of them.
Okay.
And so YouTube would see how well your video performed, and it would give you a permanent quality score ranking.
Okay.
So let's say right now that video is at a 3 or a 4.
Yep.
Well, it's going to be hard to get it back up to a 6. But if you do all these things right the first time, then you capitalize on that 48-hour window, and then that video maintains its high level of performance over time. So what I'm saying is it's more difficult to take an old video and re-rank it or re-index it, retitle it, and re-describe it than it would be if you did it right the first time.
Gotcha.
But these are all things we learn, right? I mean, I didn't do it right the first time myself either, so don't feel bad. This is just part of the learning process.
Makes perfect sense.
Great. So the next thing I wanted to do really quick is go over some of the tools I use to making videos easier.
Okay.
And so if you want to go back and stop sharing your screen, at the end of this, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you where to get some of these pieces of equipment.
Before you leave, can you go back to the Google platform and hit refresh to see, because isn't your goal to see if the title shows up? Yeah,
that's right, Kim. Thanks for bringing us back there to finish that thought. Go up to the 50/50 ownership tab at the top of the screen, Sean. There you go.
You're seeing it? Okay.
Yeah, and now he did refresh it, Kim.
Yeah, it was slow, right?
Yeah, and now what I'd like you to do, Sean, is toggle over to where the More button is sitting right underneath.
Okay.
What's I'm looking.
It's right next
okay. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And click on videos.
Okay.
And this is basically going to be all of these videos that most closely resemble that keyword phrase that you put in there. But since it still needs to kind of re-index your video,
yes,
it's not showing up yet.
Gotcha. Okay. Not a lot of videos on 50-50 ownership, though. We got a lot of kind of like Escalades and shit.
You know what?
And a lot about Dallas, which is tough.
Is that you could own the market on 50-50 ownership nationally very quickly because nobody else is using this strategy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead and stop sharing the screen. It should be up at the top where the options tab is that you see.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Stop share. Perfect. Okay.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to switch it back over to me so you can kind of see what I'm doing. This is in the order of equipment that I purchased when I first started making videos.
Okay.
So this first one, and people thought I was crazy, by the way, when I started using my phone to make videos that I would publish on the internet. But now people do it all the time. Like they never even objected in the first place. I was back there in those days.
Okay. He's of course referring to my family, right?
When they told me I was a lunatic.
Yes, that would be my family calling him that.
Okay, so this first tool I bought for $35 at the guitar store. And it's a microphone stand.
Okay.
And so you can see it's just got these two poles on it. One extends next to the other. It's got a little microphone clamp on the top. And, it allows me to make videos almost anywhere, indoors and outdoors, without needing somebody to hold it for me.
Yeah.
So it's great because I might need 20 takes before I get the right one.
It could be like the one we did at REI a couple months ago where the sun was so bright that it basically wiped me out.
Yeah, she got ghosted.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the next one is a little clamp. And I bought this clamp for like $9 on eBay. And it comes without this top piece, but it mounts to almost anything. And it's very versatile with the ball that comes on top. I can mount it straight up and down. I can rotate it and mount it on the side. And I can even clamp it on top of my microphone stand, like this.
Right.
So that allows me to put this universal cell phone mount on top of it. And then I can put my phone in, and I can take great video from almost anywhere, whether I'm in the car, I'm traveling. Whenever the idea comes to me is the best time to make the video. I want to be ready. So here's what that looks like. Now, next, the second most important thing I ever purchased was this Rode lavalier microphone with 4 rings around it. So this is what it looks like. It's really small, and you just hook it to your lapel or your collar.
Yep.
And we tackle that one most really important thing, which is audio. You know, if I'm outside, if I'm in a noisy room with lots of people, I want to make sure I'm still able to get that moment. And I have to delete it unless I have good audio. And it's the one $80 investment that gets me that good audio. So you can also get an extension for it to make it go longer. You know what else I want to show you is this battery backup. Because once you start taking video with your cell phone, you're going to run out of battery real quick. And you're going to need a backup. So get a battery backup that's big, like this one, that'll hold 2 or 3 charges. and you'll be all ready to go. The next thing is storage. You know, when you start collecting a lot more files, you're going to need a place to store it, or your computer's going to slow down.
Yeah.
So put all your video files on an easy to mobile, easy to travel little data backup file. So I'm going to share my screen with you right now so I can show you my eBay account. And, well, sort of. Let's see. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to type in eBay. And on my eBay, which is the only place you can buy this stuff, by the way. They don't sell it in the stores. I've got a little collection of these tools, these cell phone tools.
The old Generation Y telling the young Generation X how to do it.
I am Gen X. I'm not Gen Y.
Right. I'm barely X. I barely made the cut.
All right. So it's called the Portable Production Studio.
Okay.
And it's everything you'd need to just really get started today making these effective videos. And it even comes with a light kit that's very affordable. There's that microphone I told you about. Mm-hmm. So, if you're watching this video and you're trying to figure out where to find this, look at the URL here at the top, copy that down and plug it in, and you'll go directly here so you can buy those. By the way, you think I'm making money off this. I'm not. It's just a question somebody always asks me, so I have got a one-link solution. Hey, go here, buy this.
That's actually really good for Sean when you're doing your networking event, or even if you're doing your Odd Friday, or even like if Tom Allen comes in, and I don't know what excuse he's going to give you, but at least this prevents him from having an excuse.
Yes.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off, guys. Thanks for joining me today on this webcam screen share. I enjoy sharing this information. If you got any information out of this, go ahead and leave us a comment or a like below, and I'll make sure to reply. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you on the internet.
Thank you.